What's going on, guys? So I've done a set of the Spec D headlights for the G8, and I've also done a set of the OEM headlights for the G8. I figured I'd round it out and get a set of the Spyder headlights, which are these ones right here. I've already split one set. I just wanted to give you guys a look at what it looks like. These housings, unlike the Spec Ds, are permaseal. They are not easy to split. They've got almost the exact same projector as the Spec Ds for the low beam, and they've got this useless little high beam bowl. On this particular set, I'm going to be building a bracket to retrofit these to bi-LED, the same as I did for my Spec D ones that I did a couple of weeks ago. And I'll probably do some fancy stuff in here with some Lexan or something. But anyway, let's get started. I've had the Spyder light in my oven now at 255 for 14 minutes. So we'll go ahead and get it out. So as per the other video, which I'm sure you guys saw, I have already, let me move this camera just a little bit. I have gone through and I've already taken the screws out. Unlike the OEM and Spec D, this one has 3 screws, 1, 2, and there's a little one in there that holds the blinker part in. All 3 of those have to come out. Now, right when these come out, I like to get a flathead screwdriver, find a good spot, and dig in. And what I like to do is separate the top part of the channel, like so, as far as I can around the headlight. What that does is it smooths up one side of this light to be split, so that when I pull this bad boy apart, it's got less glue holding it. Now, this permaseal is pretty soft right now, but when it dries, it is hard as a rock. It is not forgiving. And honestly, it's about as fun as the OEM ones to split, if not harder. So once I've run around the whole headlight, more or less, and freed up this housing, what I like to do normally is pick a good spot on these, dig my tool in, and work my way around. Now, Spyder has some incredibly inexpensive, cheap headlight housings, and because of that, the housing itself warps as you bend it. So what I do, get my tool in there, open it up, and once I finally get enough of it in there, I kind of just force my tool down in there like that around the lens until I get the back side. And you don't have to worry too much about bending the housing. It's gonna happen. What you do want to do is make sure you don't rip it anywhere. So I am then just splitting and pulling, splitting and pulling all the way around, like so. I don't know if you guys can see that, because the GoPro doesn't have a fancy screen on it, so I don't know how well the image is being captured. So I split all the way around, like so, till you start to see it to come apart, like it's doing right now. Once you get towards the end, reach in there and disconnect this DRL so you don't end up accidentally pulling it loose. This one's got individual LEDs for the DRL, which are kind of a pain in the butt, but pretty cool if you want to change them out for RGBs or sequential or whatever the tickles your fancy. You can swap them out pretty easily. So again, as I get to this point, I want to kind of switch positions, and I'll just pop it off like that. Now, lens is off, LEDs are still intact. I usually put that lens somewhere safe. Right now I can just chill over there. you'll notice that I bent the bejesus out of this housing. It's not a big deal. While the housing's still warm, I'm going to push it all back together and kind of form it. You'll have another opportunity to do this once it cools off, but as you can see, I've pretty much pulled that back together. If you need to, you throw some heat on it and you're good. The one other thing, this happens very often, in the corner here I've got a small crack. Not really a big deal. On these cracks, easiest thing to do, come back with a heat gun, heat it right there, like so. And then mold that plastic back together like that. And good as new. That's a Spyder headlight all split for a G8. I hope you guys have some good luck. If you mess anything up, I'm not liable for any of it. So, good luck. Happy hunting.